the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, is the... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2DH.
Well, Kevin, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center. And for Minnesota, Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. Now here's Booker. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here's Hernan Gomez, and the layup falls.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
And stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And Doris Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Now here's Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. 4 on the shot clock.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Okogie misses. And it's Phoenix's ball. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I think the improved strength, right? Devin Booker willing to take on the defender, and he wins out.
Pass to Russell. Hernan Gomez against Johnson. Now, here is Hernan Gomez, guarded closely. And that one's good. Russell.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Beasley against Booker. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Towns. That one good for 2.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Here's Booker. To the inside. Ayton finds Johnson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. This is it to Beasley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's the pass to Okogie. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Towns up top. Back to Russell. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, that's how you bring out the best in your teammates. Towns is a prolific scorer, but guess what? He'll find you if you're open.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Back to Johnson. Nice move. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Johnson's got 6. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Russell inside, covered by Rubio. It's good.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
On the wing, Johnson for 3. And it's Johnson again missing. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Phoenix pushing it up now. A nice shot by Booker. He has 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it out to Beasley. Towns, wide open. Off target from three-point range. Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Pass to Okogie. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And recently,
man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going in.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Culver. Layman is out there with James Johnson, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Both good from the line that time. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Suns trail by 4. Carter at the elbow. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Wayman pass to Reed. Oh, the power on that throw down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. 2 on the clock, and here's Johnson outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Jerome. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Kicks to Culver on the wing. Johnson. Now here's Culver. He's guarded closely. 2 points. That one goes. Culver's got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress. And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
1:16 left in the first half. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Rubio against Russell. Ayton, and a missed layup.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's a Kogi. Misses the layup. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, this guy is getting better and better at finishing with force near the rim. Go to work, Devin Booker.
Beasley outside. Here's a Kobe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Johnson, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And he's good on the second. And it's the Suns with the ball. Rubio finds Booker. Here's Rubio. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Hernan Gomez, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Booker against Beasley. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think of this? And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Now here's Booker after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. 2 free throws coming. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here is Russell. He has 6.
And got to like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Ayton dishes to Rubio. Down low. And there's Booker on the assist by Rubio. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix. The Timberwolves shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And Beasley, here we go. And the rejection by Ayton. But they recover it. Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Beasley finds Russell. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is up and in. Russell's got 8. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Here's Towns after the made shot from Ricky Rubio.
Just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Inside, here's Oubre. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Now here's Beasley, feeds it to Towns. He gets that one. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And the dunk by Booker.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
Johnson against Hernan Gomez. And stolen by Ayton. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Baines passes to Jerome, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Layman. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Moves back up. And Baines kicks to Carter. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Culver passes to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Noel. That one doesn't go. Suns leading by 10. Carter on the wing. Reed with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Down low, here's Noel. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Jerome. Now, here's Bridges. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Booker. He's got 17. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And good that time. And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Suns lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got James Johnson, Culver out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Layman in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
The drive by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Booker outside. Shoots over Culver. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell kicks to Johnson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Suns leading to the inside. Kaminsky. And Layman pulls it down. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Booker, following the score by James Johnson. Booker with it. And the Suns miss again. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Russell from long range. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
That drive by Carter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Culver with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Some changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Now, here is Russell. Shoots over Rubio. That one rolling around and rims out. Suns trail by 8. Can they get it? Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
I tell you, I'm willing to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Russell against Rubio. Russell passes to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
For Minnesota, they've gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand, making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
To the paint, and stolen by Ayton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Good, and a nice assist from Booker.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And the dunk by Booker.
I'll tell you, you let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Minnesota again turning it over. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson right side. And it's Baines in the corner. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Reed. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Really good playmaking instincts from Jarrett Culver. Sends a confident pass that he knows can be converted.
And
So you are on your way to this tournament. What's your mentality going in? How do you feel?
I do feel like I am one of the top players right now, for sure. I feel like I'm a lot of people struggle to shoot the ball this year, I feel like. And I felt like that's been one of my strong suits all year long. So I think that gives me an advantage there. Aside from that, what
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center. Now here's Paul. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Oubre finds Rubio. Good on the shot. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Ayton with it. Now defended by Adams. Rubio, the pass to Booker. Back to Rubio. On the wing, Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Clock at 6. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Gallinari outside.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. Ricky set up really well on that particular play.
Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Paul looking around. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up from the top of the key, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Ayton finds Booker. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from Booker.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And it's Gallinari missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Here's Adams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. At the elbow, Oubre. And it's in there.
Yeah, in transition, Oubre will feast on those kind of opportunities. Quick to the rim.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the shot goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharich comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Diallo. And slam dunk by Noel.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Booker looking around. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's Ferguson, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Watch out, Terrence Ferguson on a flight path.
Carter, the pass to Baines. Back to Carter. And Baines kicks to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to Baines. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Down low. There's Noel. And Noel throws it down. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder lead by 1. And back in a... When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Sharich make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Jerome in at the point. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. The steal. Here's Ferguson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oubre kicks to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Jerome passes to Oubre. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Oubre's got his second basket of the game. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. To the wing on the left. Sharch finds Rubio. Now here's Kaminsky. Over Adams. Kicks it out to Rubio. Kaminsky with the ball. Adams on him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. And it's Paul penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
To the middle. Here's Jerome. The Thunder pull it in. Right at the free throw line. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for Chris Paul.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Oubre passes to Rubio. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. He kicks to Paul. 5 to shoot. Over Kaminsky. And it's off the back rim. No good.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
Adams in the high post. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Up in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson and Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. And that does it for our half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Rubio against Paul. Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. Here's Adams. And he converts the layup. Adams has got the first basket of the third quarter for Oklahoma City.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Rubio. Booker up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
Fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Gallinari in the corner. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
A good three-point shooter a few years back. Paul's turned himself into a great one. Important to do later in your career.
And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to end his cold spell, and the shot is long.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Rubio dishes to Booker to the inside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Gallinari against Booker. Back to Rubio. Pass to Booker. Over Gallinari. Phoenix no good that time either.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns trail by 8. Oubre passes to Booker. Lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 5.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Down low. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Now, here's Rubio. Oubre outside. Booker in the corner.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Ayton. Yep, that one goes.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Out to Gallinari. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Booker outside. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Thunder up by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Inside, Saric and Baines. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Adams. And it's Carter in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Up top, Diallo. Defended by Booker. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
And Baines kicks to Booker. Shooting foul, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
And Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Schroeder with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. Here's Muscala. Passes it to Noel. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now. And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Diallo inside. He's guarded by Booker. Back to Diallo. Feeds it to Noel. And that one drops for him. And that's 13 points for Nerlens Noel.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
And Šarić kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. The Thunder leading by 11. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That one doesn't drop, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker outside. Shoots over Schroeder. No good from Booker.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Stolen by Carter. And now the Suns a fast break. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Booker. Ayton trying to break free. And it's Carter missing. The Thunder with the lead. Gallinari passes to Paul. Basket counts.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
Oubre on the wing. Rubio outside. Šarić passes to Ayton. Shakes him. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The Thunder leading by 8. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Paul for 3. Saric grabs the board. And here's Saric. He'll bring it out for the Suns. At the top of the key, Ayton. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Goes back up. Oubre, right side. Launches it. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now the pass to Paul. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Rubio the pass to Ayton. From deep. Rubio misses. And here are the Thunder now. They're leading by 8. To the middle. Out to Gallinari from outside the arc. That one's not going to go. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Carter, the pass to Saric. Back to Carter. Out to Saric. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And so here is Oklahoma City. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile one.
welcome Danny to the show.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
So Danny, you're from Europe. Where exactly are you joining us from?
I'm from Spain right now, in Barcelona. It's an incredible city.
Beautiful. How does it feel to qualify?
A view of I-40 in Chester. And with tip.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Russell passes to Towns. Here's Okogie. And it's Beasley in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Okogie misses. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
You got to respect his range now. Paul's form and release are perfect. I feel like every 3 he shoots is going in.
Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Here's Okogie. Back to Beasley. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
And Beasley drops both of them. The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Paul with the ball. Russell's there. Paul's shot is off. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Pass to Okogie. Back to Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Paul. Outside Russell. Pass to Okogie. And the 3 off target. Here's Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Inside, Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
Beasley right side. The pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Russell passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Paul goes in, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. He gets it in there. Paul's got 5.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
Now here's Towns. And Paul pulls it down. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Paul surveying the floor. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
Yeah, and their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes. And yet the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials.
And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Culver, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard. Lehman pass to Noel. And the rejection by Noel.
And you can just see Noel's eyes light up when a shooter attempts these shots. He's so forceful and determined in his denials. You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
Lehman kicks to Culver. Over to the wing. Here's Noel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Okogie's checked in for Johnson. To the wing right side. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Kicks it to Noel. Oklahoma City moving it around. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Impressive strength on display by Noel, and that allows him to get a number of and one opportunities. He powers through contact and is able to score even when fouled.
And it's Lehman in the corner. And it's Noel with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Muscala, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Culver. He's guarded by Schroeder. Okogie, the pass to Culver. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Here's Okogie. No points in the game yet for him. Poked loose. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Dort, defended by Towns. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Okogie for three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Thunder leading by 10. Gallinari dishes to Paul. From 11 feet away, again, Oklahoma City.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Russell against Paul. Russell passes to Towns. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter, and the basket is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The drive by Russell. They get it back.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Gallinari outside. Back to Adams. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. There's the lob to Towns. Minnesota again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
19 seconds left here in the second. And here is Paul. He's got 10. The Thunder with another miss, but they'll get another chance. And Adams kicks to Ferguson. Second chance shot. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds,
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Now we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Gallinari attacking. Here's Adams. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 14. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Gallinari in the corner. Pass to Ferguson. Paul with the ball. 10 points for him. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. And then Culver with the dunk.
Culver showing you nice awareness that time, leaking out and able to convert in transition.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari, and it's good. 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shots good by Noel.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Adams outside. Back to Paul. Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Culver kicks to Lehman. Passes it to Culver. Back to Lehman. 5 on the clock. The pass to Reed. Gallinari with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Paul. The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander. A couple years ago, after making All-Rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star. And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Now Culver. And it's Russell in the corner. Good on the bucket.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. There's the lob to Towns. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Johnson with the block. Fast break, Minnesota. Back to Beasley. 55 seconds left in the third. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Gallinari. The Thunder shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Poked away. Right wing. Here's Okogie. Gallinari covering. Beasley outside. Clock at 4. Russell passes to Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward spot. I got him. Muscala, the pass to Dort. Here's Diallo. Offensive rebound. Noel. Here's Muscala. Off target from outside. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 12.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Hernan Gomez is checked in.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
The second chance effort kicks it out to Paul. Oklahoma City moving it around, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Gallinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Adams' shot is off. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
The Thunder leading by 9. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive.
Russell dishes to Johnson. Knocked away. Gallinari with the steal. Paul for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Back to Paul. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Back to Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Pass to Paul. Over Beasley. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Gallinari. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Pass to Beasley. To the right side. Hernan Gomez down low.
You see the way Towns is able to extend over the defense? Just too long, too big to be guarded effectively, especially when he gets this deep.
Down low. Here's Adams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Steven Adams.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Here's Dort. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Russell. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Culver with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's Vanderbilt. And he banks in the layup.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others. And Culver flashed his potential as a real playmaker.
Passes to Muscala. Doubled by Culver. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Now here's Schroeder. Goes up to the stripe. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Evans. Count the basket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
To the wing right side. Here's Diallo. Got it.
They made the most of their opportunities looking.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. And just about to get underway as the starting fives. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. DH it.
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Johnson. And Rubio kicks to Oubre. He can't get it to go. Towns with the defensive effort. Russell against Rubio. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got the game going with his first points of the game for Minnesota. Booker against Beasley. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Booker. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
And Ayton stays with it.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Russell passes to Okogie. And here is Hernan Gomez. Pass to Russell. There's the triple. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Kicks it out to Booker. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by Booker.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Tries again. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Johnson dishes to Ayton. And he makes that one. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Count that one. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Pass to Okogie. There's the lob to Towns.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Suns, Saric has checked in for Johnson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Oubre. Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And the dunk by Towns.
The big cat climbs up and flushes it home.
There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Rubio. Aaron Baines is checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Devin Booker. Timberwolves also changing it up. Noel's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Now here's Culver, covered by Rubio. Johnson, the pass to Noel. And here is Bridges to the inside. Saric kicks it out to Rubio. Culver with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's the lob to Towns.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's Bridges. Swiped away. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in a point. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Boy, tough to finish with contact from that range. Shows what a determined scorer Jarrett Culver is.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
The Suns shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Carter kicks to Bridges. Oh, good on the three. Timberwolves shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Culver passes to Reed. Launches a three. Bridges with the board. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And the shot goes down.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bridges with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. This one for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Culver passes to Reed. Here's Culver. Kicks to Towns. Shoots it up. Baines with the block. Now here's Saric. He's tightly guarded.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Kaminsky is checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Booker in for Carter. And he comes up with the deuce. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Russell. Jerome, good. Jerome's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
From deep, Hernan Gomez. It doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Saric passes to Kaminsky. Saric against Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Kaminsky.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
And then Culver with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. Saric passes to Jerome. He kicks it to Saric. And the pass to Jerome. Oubre dishes to Kaminsky. Back to Oubre. Clock at 2, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Culver. Timberwolves trail by 4. Russell from long range. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson finds Ayton. Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker the pass to Johnson. Rubio in the corner. Pass to Ayton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 6. Floats it up for Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. To the paint. Here's Rubio. Johnson outside. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Here's Baines. Makes it off the glass. Baines has got his second basket.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And a close game so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They were a determined team in the... And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Now, here's Rubio. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Ayton kicks to Booker. It's picked off. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Now here's Booker, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there. And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Close the dunk.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Here's Johnson. No good that time, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Towns at the elbow. Out to Russell. For the lead, he lays it in. Russell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Oubre, good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Rubio against Russell. There's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Another shot. Kicks it out to Booker. Misses the 3. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. To the middle. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Ricky Rubio picks one up. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Layman. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Out to Saric. All alone. And that one goes long.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. There's 1:26 left here in the third quarter. There's the feed to Culver. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Carter. And the shot goes in. Carter's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Inside, here's Reed. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Passes it to Johnson. 44 seconds left to play in the third. No good with the elbow jumper. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Down low, here's Baines. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's a 4-point Suns lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Johnson outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Booker in the post. Now here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the second free throw, good. It's tipped. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 1. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Carter in at the 1 spot. Here's Reed. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Baines has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Booker dishes to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Baines kicks to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Baines. That one falls. Baines has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Suns. To the left wing. Layman pass to Russell. Here's Okogie, defended by Booker. Here's Okogie. Here's Russell, and they will call over the back on the play.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Saric comes in. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. And now a 5-point Suns lead. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Russell. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Russell gets it to go.
Man, if you're going to be a star, D'Angelo Russell, those are the shots you've got to make.
Booker against Beasley. The drive by Booker. In the corner, it's Oubre. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
Russell inside, defended by Booker.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Booker against Beasley. Booker the pass to Sharp. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Sharich with the big-time delivery in the big moment. Wow.
Here's Russell. Bounds down low. Ayton's there. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton. Gets the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
Make no mistake, Karl Anthony Towns has all the skills necessary to be amongst the best players in the league. What a problem he poses for defenses, guys. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
To the paint, here's Sharich, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Russell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Here's Booker. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, Russell is just absolutely fearless. He'll be the hero or the GOAT in that instance. Yes, sir, hero.
Beasley against Booker. Yes!
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And a change for the Timberwolves. Johnson's checked in.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Booker against Russell. Booker inside. It falls!
Oh, that one very close. Booker shows great awareness getting that one off.
There's Russell with the 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Booker looking around. And he starts out with the miss in this one.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It's stolen by Johnson. Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Kicks it out to Paul. And it's blocked. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton dishes to Booker. 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Rubio against Paul. Left side, Adams. Paul, right side. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. So it's the Thunder now. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013. Re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Now here's Ayton. following the shot by Chris Paul. Kicks it out to Rubio. But they recover it.
Well, Ricky set up really well on that particular play.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2, and they double up Paul. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Here's Adams. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Bridges finds Sharch. Carter with the bounce pass. Baines passes to Sharch. Clock at 6. Here's Carter, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here is Carter, the Thunder making the shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Thunder trailing by 3. 1:07 left to play here in the first. The drive by Schroeder. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Right wing. Bridges with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Sharch outside. Back to Bridges. Shoots it. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Out left to the wing. And it falls over the rim and in.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Diallo. Defended by Bridges. Noel hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Noel's got his second bucket. Here's Jerome. Baines high post. To the inside and stolen by Noel. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some left.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but
yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Oklahoma City right now, Muscala is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here is Carter. Back to Bridges. Thunder with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. Down low and stolen by Diallo. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And slam dunk by Noel.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And so here's Phoenix. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Jerome. Here's Baines. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Jerome. And Baines kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. Baines. The shot comes out. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And slam dunk by Noel.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Kaminsky. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shots good by Baines.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Diallo the pass to Schroeder. Noel with it. Now guarded by Noel. Here's Baines. And it goes down 2 points. Baines has got 8 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Play on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And that one, good. 16 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Jerome passes to Baines. Now Kaminsky. Back to Baines. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Shot good by Diallo.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Carter, the pass to Baines. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now here's Schroeder. Carter outside to the paint. Here's Baines. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Baines has got 12 points now in the quarter. Schroeder outside. Yes, that goes in.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoy. It's been over a decade since the Seattle Supersonics became the Oklahoma City. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Setting the floor for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And Ayton throws it down.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of the regular season.
Gallinari against Johnson. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Here's Paul. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. Ayton gets there. He's got a big opportunity.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Rubio with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Here's Paul. That shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. On the wing, Booker. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ayton. Booker outside. Drills it from outside. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Here's Dort. Kicks it to Gallinari. And taken away by Johnson. Booker with it. He's picked up by Paul. A nice shot by Booker. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent an infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Now here's Booker. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Ayton trying to break free. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. And it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Paul passes to Adams, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Love when Steven Adams has that kind of room to rip it down.
Rubio looking it over. To the middle. Paul with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Gallinari wide open. The putback. Booker pulls it in. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-6 run. Oubre dishes to Ayton. Back to Oubre. That one a little long. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. Booker outside. Just 3 on the clock. No good that time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Steven Adams is out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Booker outside. And the Suns get it back. Thunder trailing by 4. Out to Gallinari. Pass to Ferguson. Bridges against Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Adams. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Booker outside. Oh, that's blocked. Gallinari down low. Defended by Bridges to tie it up. And it's Gallinari missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Adams finds Schroeder. It's good. This game is all even.
Trying to get more confident shooting from the interior. Schroeder wants to keep adding some elements to the offensive end of his game.
Rubio in the corner. Charge passes to Kaminsky. It's stolen by Adams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Noel missing. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kaminsky. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. To take the lead, and it's good on the way in. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
There's no doubt that Schroeder is not the first option, but he's still an option. Great confidence there, and a big shot.
Sharge attacking. The pass to Kaminsky. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Nothing discourages Schroeder when he's driving towards the rim. Does not see things in his way, and he has no problem taking hits on the way.
And the Thunder with some changes. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Ferguson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Noel. Phoenix also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Saric. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Ayton. And here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over Gallinari. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Schroeder. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 6.
You can see how Schroeder's eyes get big whenever he has a chance like that. Surprising from the point guard position.
To the paint, Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 14 points for Devin Booker.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Paul dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. To the middle. Here's Ayton. He's off on that one. Adams, some nice D. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Steven Adams does all of the dirty work. I mean, all of it. A defensive anchor, and continues to play with tremendous energy on a nightly basis.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in for 3. Booker, no good there. And the Thunder going the other way now. To the inside. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And Phoenix has possession. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 8-point game. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Oubre for 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Paul outside. Pass to Adams. Shoots the 3. Misses. So we see the Thunder get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed.
On NBA 2K TV, it's an interactive special. Plus, some first looks at 2K21 Next Gen, my team updates, and your top plays.
Coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. DA.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for Minnesota, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. And Paul gets it to go in. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
You know, I don't care how tight you play him. It's very hard to keep Paul from knocking that shot down. His in-between game is lethal.
Here's Okogie. Back to Beasley. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Russell against Paul. That shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Steven Adams making his last shot. And here is Hernan Gomez. Right side, Russell. Over Paul. Russell, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Puts it up from 15. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Towns with the ball.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
Now here's Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul against Russell. From 11 feet away. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Russell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Here's Paul. The lead is 2. Over Russell, and he's fouled pretty hard. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it's Paul penetrating, and he gets it to go. He's got 10.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Noel passes to Johnson. Pass to Culver. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the three. Thunder with the rebound. Now Muscala passes it to Ferguson. Back to Muscala. Paul with the ball over Reed. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now here's Culver. Johnson in the corner. The pass to Culver. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
Gets it off. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Johnson. Culver out there with Lehman, and it's Reed in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Pass to Noel. Over Diallo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Reed. And it's Noel with the rebound.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Timberwolves trail by 6. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Reed the pass to Lehman. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. Shots good by Noel.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Schroeder kicks to Noel. Taken away. Here's Lehman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, you know, this is just too easy for Kogi. I mean, the defense cannot afford to let him get deep, established position.
Now here's Diallo. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Diallo the pass to Dort. Down low, here's Gilgeous Alexander. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
Here's Adams after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Good work there as it goes.
And this is Gilgeous Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Towns finds Russell. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Dort. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Paul's checked in. Russell dishes to Towns. Shoots over Adams. Towns, no luck.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for Malik Beasley. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. And it's good for 2.
Man, I like seeing Noel go to work down there. Even in the face of some pretty aggressive defense, he gets the job done.
Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Shot from the wing. That shot off the mark. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Their field goal percentage was... Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. A solo fast break.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. A 15-footer. That one drops for him. Gilgeous Alexander's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Russell against Paul. Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. Hernan Gomez, no good. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Dort passes to Gallinari. There's the dish to Adams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Adams has got 8.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Now, here is Russell. Hernan Gomez in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. The lead is 2. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And Paul gets it to go in.
You know, it's really quite remarkable how well Paul operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
Now, here is Russell. He dishes it to Towns, and they get it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Schroeder up top, defended by Towns. Adams dishes to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Inside, Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to.
Outside, Towns. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Noel. 15 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Johnson in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Culver. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Culver's got 6 points.
Well, you look at Culver and you watch his game. He's a tough 2-guard now. He's strong, he's got good length, and he's very skilled.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder out in front, leading by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Culver out there with James Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, not really an explosive athlete, but Russell has a bag of tricks. He's crafty, he's slick. The up fake, getting the defender to overcommit there.
The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Russell passes to Reed. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. Passes it to Noel. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Diallo.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Russell. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Johnson finds Russell. Clock at 6. Culver passes to Russell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Now the pass to Ferguson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, it's really not hard to see why Noel is seen as one of the better rebounders in the game. He really uses that great length of his to get to a lot of missed shots.
And it's Russell missing.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. Paul right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timberwolves trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's good.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Out to Gallinari. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 9.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Ball against Russell. Over Paul. Wow, way off on that one. The Thunder leading by 9. And stolen by Russell. He's all alone. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
The 6'9" wingspan of Russell reaches, picks it clean, then there he goes off to the races.
Paul outside. Pass to Gallinari. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota now the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Count that one.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's Russell with the drive. It's not going to go for him. Adams, some nice D, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Now the Thunder with it. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So it gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Here's Evans, and right through it goes.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Schroeder outside. Passes it to Nader. It's intercepted. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.